Okay, this looks very different. I'm holding the drive shaft, and no, skipped a lot, but since being at home, I'm now standing under the car on a hoist at the shop. Both fuel tanks are out, drive shaft is out. I'm about to put that back in. It didn't look like that a couple hours ago, so I'll run that footage now of taking apart the rest of the car. So we're going through here, pulled the door cards off in that last time lapse. These are all just a bunch of Phillips heads. So I get the speaker out, remove all of this door handle stuff. All this plastic stuff and cords can come out because I need to cut that door right in half. Window can come out, regulator can come out. So currently I'm doing the window regulator, and I think to get it out you need to drop the regulator. It's actually not clamped on the window anywhere here, so the regulator should drop out, come out either the speaker hole or out there, and then we should be able to get the window out. But in order to do that, this extra piece of the window needs to come out first, so it's a bit of a process. So now I don't want to get onto these last two bolts. So I'll take that one out. Now we actually need to hold the glass. That's just come off. That should come out here now, like that. Okay. Hold that up. Put that in here. We'll get this unplugged. Okay, so that is gonna sit there for now. I can lower that down. I think next step is to get this part off. So I'll get this out, pulling this up, actually pulling this out. That should sit down there nicely. I'll be able to drop this down slowly. Catch it down here. That should be able to sit down there for now. Now I need to get this. Now we should be able to wriggle this free. I'll just go for it.
Oh my god. Another bloody bolt. Up here. I don't know what's going to happen here. That might not be very good. That off. Come on. This will not come off. Get out. Oh, why are you not coming out? Oh, Toyota. Idiot. Aha. Snake. Big snake. Okay, so fast forward a bit. There was actually a little Phillips head screw right up there, and I was pulling the that bar that carried the window, so it's a bit bent now. Just removed the regulator. It just come out of here. There was a plug, little plastic clip was holding it onto the door. So there's done. Now it's pretty much stripped to where we want it to be. There's a couple of electrics down in here. Then we have to do the same side to the other door, and then I'm going to rip up this section of carpet right here and clean up all the windows and rubber trim and all that mess. In terms of what we have to do next, these things have to come out. I'm going to remove the seat belt, start ripping up the carpet, chuck all that stuff in the back, hang onto those short side windows though, and those wind guard things. Okay, so we've just cleaned up all this, moved that a bit to the side. We'll have to get that carpet pulled up. So to get all this off, we need to pull this. You can't really see, but that actually wedges up like that. Nice 10mm, of course. Another 10mm here, so we'll get that off as well. Okay, so that just pulled up from there, gives us access. Got those two pieces off, they're chucked in over there. So now this whole car will be able to fold forward. Okay, so now the plan is we've pulled it into the shed again just because it's a bit wet outside and we've got open windows. These seats and carpet need to come out. The center console will come with, obviously. That center console is pretty easy, I'm fairly sure. It's just a couple bolts around the ashtray and stuff like that in the bottom of it. The seats are 4 bolts on each thing, covered by a little plastic clip. They should all come out. Then the carpet should pull away from all under the dash and all under there where the pedals are. Then once you've got the seats out, you should be able to pull the carpet from back to front and get it all out, and then I'll put a seat back in it so it can be transported. So I think we hit the take apart montage now, and I'll keep you updated if there's any problems I run into. Okay, I've just taken that first seat out, the passenger seat, removed some plastic trim there. I've chucked all the important parts just in a box just for safekeeping, because there's like loose bolts, there's plastic clips, all that kind of thing. Down here we've got Phillips head screws everywhere. I think that'll get access into the console. We're able to move all this carpet from there, move this console, get rid of it. Because yeah, when we're welding, say like over there and up here and whatnot, we're gonna be getting a bit of spark dripping down onto the carpet and burning it. Also, I think I'll pressure clean that carpet because of just how filthy it is. Yeah, I think I'll get that next seat undone, get this, and then start hooking into this console, because that's gonna take a while, I think. And then we should be able to rip up the cover. So I've just removed all the electrics out of this door, a couple plastic clips up through here, and then it comes out in that rubber little grommet. You have to just peel that off here using a screwdriver. It all unplugs over here. That seatbelt, airbag clip, whatever it is, that unplugs off the seatbelt, that's there. The rest of the car's all stripped out now. I need to do the console next. Okay, so I've gotten rid of all these now. A lot more free. This should be able to pull out of that way. But this needs to come back, and that should all be separated from this. Life savings. Pulling this carpet out now. It's just stuck on a couple of spots. I've actually pulled off that console and dash. That's really easy. It's just those Phillips head screws, and then it all just pulls backwards, which is really easy. Pull the handbrake up, put the shifter in low range and into low gear or drive or whatever, just so you can get that other cup holders and kind of shifting boot, all that stuff, that'll just come off as well. So now that's stripped to the point where I want it to be. I'm going to get this carpet out and put a blanket on the dash, and then remove the side steps. So basically this has all been stripped out. I've got carpet down there behind me. All of this in front of me has been stripped out completely. I'm leaving that stuff so I can, and pedals and all that, so I can move it to hoist. Electrics out the doors gone. That door gone. Carpet's chilling down there. Found a heap of coins down here, about $9 worth. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think next thing, take off side steps.
Need to get rid of side steps, and then under here need to get rid of fuel tank. So that's what we're doing now. Also, after doing all that, I drained the fuel tank, or both of the fuel tanks. In order to do that, I'll show you what I did there. Side steps off there now. We get all the bolts up in there, all around here for this, and then we should be able to pull that out, pump fuel out of it, and then these end up. So there's 2 drain plugs on the sump and the main tank. I need to take off the drain plugs, drain them into the drums because it's still about half in the main and then full sub tank. So we'll get the spare off and then drop the fuel into some drums, and then we'll be able to drop the tank, disconnect lines, then we should be good to mark up for the chop. So I've got a couple of drums stacked up here, and I'm hoping to drain the fuel. Pop 17mm. Should drop into the first one, which is actually open. The other ones are just there holding up for height. So see how this goes. I really hope I've got enough space in there. I don't know how many litres in there, but yeah, she's coming out. She's good. I'm gonna wash this off, and then I'll get undoing the spare tyre so I can get the sub tank empty. This drum is about halfway full. It's going along there. It's still a fair bit in it, but. Okay, so it's current me. I decided to cut this video short because next video it's going to be taking out the fuel tanks, and I've got a bit of a surprise and a couple of issues that you find out next video. But yeah, thank you for now, and let's catch you later.